Good morning. Welcome back to Encyclopedia.zone. My name is Don Jolly, freelance writer whose work has appeared in Knights of the Dinner Table magazine. Got G-Fan magazine, the official publication of the Godzilla Society of North America. Our motto, we love Godzilla. Our goal, international understanding through Godzilla. Uh, today, so I've been working on Encyclopedia.zone, which is going to be the new website that I and a bunch of people, shit posters, hardcore shit posters that are dedicated to the same mission. We're going to be putting together, and hopefully that's going to come up very soon. But I did want to make another video this week, just because I want to keep up on the fucking video grind, because that's part of the Encyclopedia Zone idea. Is we're going to use videos to promote the writing, and we're going to use the writing of the online publications to provide material for print publications, mostly like newsprint format stuff. But we got some very interesting shit in the pipe, so keep an eye out for that. But I wanted to do a video this week for two reasons. Another video because number one, I got a shout out from one of my favorite YouTubers, DigiBro, who's a great writer and essayist who focuses on anime, and I wanted to say in public and in a video format, thank you to fucking Digi. And second, because of all the hashtags that trended on Twitter yesterday, that's a fucking opening. Of all the hashtags that trended on Twitter yesterday, there were two that really stuck out to me as being particularly funny. Now, yesterday we had, in response to comments that Donald Trump has made, the hashtags disloyal Jews, Antichrist, and chosen one. King of the Jews also trended. These are very interesting, but they are perhaps subject matter for another time, because although I have done a lot of political videos, I want this channel to be able to talk about some stupid shit too. So today we're going to talk about some stupid shit. The two funniest hashtags that trended yesterday were hashtag Save Spidey and hashtag Save Spider-Man from Sony. So for those of you unfamiliar with the situation, uh, these fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe movies that Disney produces are allowed to use Spider-Man because Spider-Man, his movie rights are owned by Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures allows Marvel to, or allows Disney, I'm not going to say fucking Marvel, allows Disney to use Spider-Man in their crossover films. Uh, on the agreement that Disney, who owns the merchandising rights for Spider-Man, gets to make money off the merchandise and the theme park attractions and the crossover films, whereas Sony puts up all the money to produce the Spider-Man solo movies. There's been two of them so far, the most recent one being Spider-Man Far From Home, which made $1 billion this summer. I don't understand that at all. I mean, I guess I do. Whatever. I don't like it. I don't like that it made $1 billion. And anyway, um, Sony produces those movies. They put the money up for them. They get to keep 90% of the profits. I think I'm not. That's not an exact figure, but they get to keep most of the profits. A very small percentage of the film profits actually go back to Disney. Disney has been setting up in their fucking films because they just killed Iron Man, and so they need a new like central figure, central character of the Marvel movies going forward. And clearly they're setting that up to be Spider-Man. One of the things about these Marvel Cinematic Universe movies is the characters don't have arcs. The characters don't have character. They just have brand. So Thor's arc in the Avengers Endgame is that he needs to realize he should be a funnier character and hang out with the Guardians of the Galaxy, because that will make, Chris Hemsworth is a funny actor, and it's going to be good for the brand for Thor to be a comedic character that hangs out with the other comedic characters in the comedic wing of the Marvel fucking whatever. That's not a character arc. That's a corporation publicly solving a branding problem under the very thin guise of a character arc. And if you're a fan of that kind of deeply cynical, manipulative storytelling, oh boy, Spider-Man Far From Home is fucking great for you, because both of the Spider-Man movies that they made are about how Spider-Man is the successor of Tony Stark, the main character who fucking drove this ridiculous Marvel interlinked film continuity project for 10 years. Spider-Man is being set up as like he's the new Iron Man. He's the fucking new guy. You know, geez, man, he's the dude. Um, and sorry, gotta fucking plug this in here. Just gotta plug this in. I record these live, so you're gonna get to see a lot of nice little interruptions like that. That's for verisimilitude. That's because I don't make hyper produced fucking hyper branded corporate product. I just fucking turn on a webcam and put a shitty filter over my face. That's what I do. Yeah. I hang out with my cat. Anyway, they've been setting up Spider-Man to be the going forward to be the central fucking character of their whole interlinked film continuity project. And I see why they're doing it because Spider-Man is the biggest name character that they've got coming out in their next like brace of movies. And I know that they just got the X-Men back and they got the Fantastic Four back, but like this phase 4 is them trying a lot of characters that are maybe a little lesser known, like the Eternals and Shang-Chi. I mean, like, I like Shang-Chi. He fights Fu Manchu, which is like gets you a lot of points in my book, but he ain't gonna fight Fu Manchu in the movie. They ain't gonna put Fu Manchu in this fucking thing. Like, I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be like. It's probably gonna have like creepy pro Chinese communist propaganda in it, like the Disney Mulan movie that stars a woman that was just talking about how she supports the police in Hong Kong on Twitter. Look forward to more of that. Anyway, fucking the phase 4 of the Marvel stuff is like I think they really are hoping that Spider-Man is gonna step up. He just made $1 billion. Spider-Man is gonna be in this sort of central position, which is why Disney went to Sony and said that they wanted to renegotiate their deal for 50% of the profits of the solo Spider-Man movies and Spider-Man spin-off films like Venom and Into the Spider-Verse. And Sony didn't even release a counteroffer. They just told him to fuck off and said that Spider-Man is no longer going to be in the fucking the Marvel continuity that Disney owns. This is great fucking news for me because I'll tell you, like, you know what gives me a lot of joy? You know what's my favorite kind of entertainment story? It's when a big video game comes out and eats fucking shit. Like Fallout 76, Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't play fucking modern video games. Like I don't have the hardware to do it, and it's never been something that I thought would be a good investment of money. Not that I'm against it or anything. I just like, you know, I at the beginning of the video I say I'm a freelance writer. Translation: I'm fucking poor. I'm poor as shit. Anyway, so I can't afford a fucking Xbox. But I love it when these games come out and they piss everybody off and they have a bunch of fucking technical glitches and they basically become an opportunity for people to just sound off en masse about corporate mismanagement and hubris and like how cynical and craven and fucking shoddy these massive products that they produce can be. When these products are fucking so bad that even the fucking dependent media class that exists primarily to promote them is talking about how much they suck. When they're that bad, when they're Fallout 76 bad, the internet is really, really funny because people just slam the company over and over again in a variety of formats, videos and memes and posts and essays and fucking all kinds of great shit. So like to me, that's way better than a fucking good video game because like I said, I don't even have the hardware to play I don't have the hardware to play them if they're good. But if they're bad, I definitely have the fucking hardware to receive all of that criticism, and it makes me really happy, and I find it very funny. Um, I also find it very funny when a movie comes out, like Sony's Amazing Spider-Man 2, that is just universally reviled for the same reason. Like when a movie crashes and burns, like a big video game, when it's plagued by fucking bizarre creative decisions, corporate hubris, and insane technical problems, like that piece of The Mummy that was released without the full soundtrack, so it just made fucking. I think that was also no, that was Universal. It made Universal look like a pack of fucking ragged assholes. Like, I love that shit, and I'm telling you, like, these two hashtags yesterday, people said save Spidey at first because the this fucking fracas between Disney and Sony made them think that Spider-Man was going to leave the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This was upsetting to people on Twitter, or it was, one or both companies trying to put pressure on the other through an engineered social media campaign. Once again, you see something on the internet, you have to assume that it's both deliberately fabricated and totally true. Read it within that fucking superposition. Then by the end of the day, the hashtag had moved to save Spider-Man from Sony, which makes me think that Disney was pretty fucking involved. So that's fucking funny. Like, already I'm laughing. Already I'm more interested than I have been in these fucking superhero movies in years, because that's fucking hilarious. Like, these two big stupid culture companies, these big entertainment conglomerates, just like thwacking each other in the mud on Twitter over this fucking long underwear character that neither of them really gives a shit about. Very funny, but we could do better. So I want to talk about in this video. I want to just give my hopes and dreams for how this whole situation is going to resolve, and I'm going to start with how Sony should respond. Number one, Sony, you guys are the MVPs of Spider-Man movies. Don't let anybody forget it. Amazing Spider-Man 1, you had a giant lizard man, naked lizard man. I didn't see that movie, but people made a lot of really funny videos about it because apparently it fucking sucked dick. Amazing Spider-Man 2 also really sucked apparently, and was like just had fucking plot threads that would like start and then stop. It was like hacked up in editing. It had a really bad soundtrack. The character motivations were incredibly inconsistent. I just heard it was a fucking nightmare mess. So good on you. We're gonna need some more like that, please. So the situation is you've taken Spider-Man away from Marvel after Marvel has teed him up to be the central character of their continuity going forward. So you've got the little twink dude who plays fucking Spider-Man. You've got him under contract for 2 more movies still. You're going to need to make those movies. And you're going to need to make those movies as stultifying and bizarre and horrible as you possibly can make them. I'm going to need to get all the executives involved. We're going to need to get tons of studio notes. We're going to need to have massive reshoots at the last minute so that some of the special effects scenes look like, like reshot. I need one of your actors to cut their hair or grow a mustache or something that you have to fix with either a wig or CGI during the reshoots. Like, I need Zendaya to leave the series and get replaced with a much worse actress. I'm gonna need I got a long list of things that you guys could do, but honestly, I'm just an observer. Sony, you guys are the experts. Nobody fucks up a movie like Sony Pictures, and I'm gonna need you to fuck up these movies really fucking bad, because if you do that, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has teed you up. They've set you up, man. Like, whatever you do is going to be the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whether Disney wants it to be or not. So you actually now have the power to fuck up that whole project and make it into an embarrassing farce that everybody will talk about for years and years. Now, this doesn't mean Disney that you're off the hook. Now that you've lost Spider-Man, I'm going to need you to flail really badly and try to make a bunch of different people, like make a bunch of movies that audition different characters to be the main figure of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because you don't know where to go with it. So I need there to be a lot of fucking hubris involved in these productions. I need your, up to this point, very coherent brand strategy to dissolve into incoherence. And I need I think this is maybe already going to happen, but like, man, I need Eternals to suck. I need Shang-Chi to be like a confusing mess with like weird political messages. I need I mean, I actually don't want Black Panther 2 to be bad because I like Ryan Coogler a lot. I'm gonna leave Black Panther out of this one. But like basically, Disney, I need you to make I need you to fuck this up too. Like, I need you to have no idea how to respond to the fact that your central character has just been pulled away from you. And I need you to fucking steer your continuity directly into the fucking ground because the amount of butt hurt that it will produce online will be fucking amazing. People are already talking about, they're talking about superhero fatigue. I mean, it's not showing up in the box office returns, but like, boy, are me and my fucking old ass friends like we're feeling it. We're tired of these movies. Like, we saw Endgame, everybody reacted with a shrug. And we pretty much liked Infinity War. Like we grew up reading these fucking comics. At one point, it was very cool and very novel to see like comic book continuity adapted to the screen. But like by this point, everybody remembers like, oh yeah, continuity is a fucking millstone around the neck of comics. It's nothing but a cross promotional strategy, and it fucking kills good storytelling. I know a guy that fucking reviews comics. He reviews the Nightwing comic for Batman on film, and like they're about to start some big crossover at DC, like the month of the villain or something. And I was reading his review, and he was like, "I am not excited about this because the crossover is going to come in. It's going to fuck up this book that I was reading that I was enjoying. That's just about fucking Nightwing." And yeah, that's what people who read comic books have known forever. It's that like this fucking encroaching continuity, like it gets in the way of good storytelling. All it does is like in a cheap and exploitative way try to get you to buy more comics than you actually want to buy. That's all it is. Um, and they've applied it to the movies with great success so far, but like I really need Sony, Disney. Look, Disney, you did a great job fucking up Star Wars. Okay, great job, and the profits are going down. Nobody wants to go to your stupid fucking theme park, which is great. Um, and it's been kind of funny watching Star Wars dissolve. Not as funny as I'd like it to be because honestly, like people have been bitching about Star Wars on the internet for so long. It's like it's kind of you're inured to it. But these Marvel movies, like a lot of kids like them, a lot of younger set, and like they haven't had, Disney has established a firm like floor of mediocrity with these films, where like even the bad ones are like, they're not that bad. They're not like fucking that Fox Fantastic Four movie where they like had to reshoot it at the last minute and Kate Mara's got the fucking Halloween fright wig on. They're not like that. Um, but I'm going to need you to make them like that. Okay. I'm going to need to get down to that level. And I think that it will be instructive for this generation of fucking consumers to just have something that they like, they feel very connected to personally and that they've put a lot of money and time into. Just fucking openly reveal itself as a cynical manipulation foisted on them by fucking completely amoral assholes who seem to like view their audience as human swine. uh, I need you guys to tip your hands, Disney and Sony, please. Uh, there's a lot of trouble, a lot of upset in the world right now. And you know what would really bring us all together is if you guys fucked this up. If you please just fuck this up, please. Like, already Marvel's continuity is busted because they lost Spider-Man. Like, please take advantage of this and just break it more and more and more until this whole lucrative engine of superhero fucking movies flies the fuck apart. Please do that because it will be so, so funny. Please. Hashtag fuck up Spider-Man. Anyway, I'm going to get back to working on the site, but, have a good one.